Anyways, welcome back to our F1 video. We're so excited to make this. I'm gonna be honest, this week the race was kind of boring. So there's not really a lot to talk about, but there's a good amount. So hold on
It was
tight.
a snooze fest, to
It
say
literally was.
the least.
I
Yeah.
kept having to wake myself back up again because I'm like, oh, nothing's changed. Stroll is still in the back reading his notebook, and Max is in the front. Whatever. Anyways, so first things first. Charles Leclerc has had 150 Grand Prix starts. To the Charles fans, congratulations! I bet you're excited. And then Yuki with 90 race starts, which is good for him.
Yeah, he had something, he ties some other Japanese driver for the most race starts by a Japanese driver. I think that's what the stat was. I don't know. I saw it was something tied or he broke it. I don't know, one of the two.
Interesting. And then Ferrari's last win at Suzuka was over 20 years ago when Michael Schumacher won in 2004.
Yikes.
And then Carlos becomes second driver ever to have scored points for McLaren, Ferrari, and Williams.
Prost was the first.
And then Lando is the first McLaren driver to finish on the podium in each of the first 3 races of a season since Lewis Hamilton in 2012. So congratulations, go McLaren.
I feel like we're bringing up a lot of Lewis Hamilton in 2012
We
stats
are.
here.
But the sad part is Lewis Hamilton this year has not been a part of it.
That doesn't matter.
And then Max Verstappen has the best pole to win conversion rate in F1 history with an 80% when analyzing any driver that has more than one victory. For reference, Fernando Alonso's conversion rate is 63% and Lewis Hamilton is 58%. So that's crazy.
But
he's working to it.
But is he that good, or is the car that good? Okay. I mean, honestly, for this race, yes, they have a tractor pretty much. Not as bad as Ferrari does, but they have a tractor. And the fact that he was able to hold off Lando, but I have some stuff on that, so that I want to talk about.
If we want to talk about, we can totally talk about that, because with that whole Red Bull situation, like the second car, there's definitely issues with it. It's definitely a tractor. The first car is probably definitely the same. It's just Max, I guess, has the brains to drive it. But even that's saying something, because Red Bull kind of sucks with cars right now. I don't know. Red Bull.
You know what else sucks? You know what else sucks is McLaren's strategy, but that would be talking about this out of order. So I'll wait.
So also Max has been on the podium every single time he's finished a race at Suzuka since joining Red Bull in 2016. That's impressive. I gotta
Yeah, minus 2019 when he DNF'd, but every time he's finished, he's been on the podium.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And then we have Carlos is fine. Honestly, the whole the Pledge of Allegiance, that whole kind of stuff, whatever it was. Not the Pledge of Allegiance, the National Anthem. That's what my brain is fried. Generally, I mean, in his situation, he was on a medical tent. He was getting seen. I mean, it could be anyone's opinion on the situation, but I feel like that was pushing at something, because he was running to try and make it. He was trying to get there in time, but he was getting seen by a medical personnel. So I don't know. But I mean, everyone has their opinions on the situation. And then there was one during qualifying, right? Was it with Hamilton? Like a situation happened with Hamilton?
Yes, that was also Carlos. He got an impeding fine, which it was impeding.
That one was also kind of a fishy situation as well. I mean, I read the notes, but I didn't see it happen, so don't come at me, because
I saw it. It was not fishy. It was, he made his move off of the racing line too late, and Lewis had to take action to avoid him and missed his last lap because he had done a previous flying lap and then he had done a cool down and then he was going around for his fast one to try again, but Carlos impeded that, and Lewis had to bail out of that. Yeah, it wasn't wishy-washy, it was definitely impeding.
Well, everyone gets fined at least once in their life. Anyway, and then we're moving on to Jack's crash. I saw the videos. I woke up and was like, whoa, like that's rough. Like it was giving me honestly Colapinto crash. Like when he crashed, was it in Vegas he crashed last year? It was in a night race. And
no, it wasn't Singapore. Was it? No.
You guys understand where I'm referring to. But it was just like that was a rough crash, and then seeing him get out of the car after the Grand Prix race and him like needing help, and you can definitely tell his gait is unsteady and he's having trouble getting out of the car. I personally think it was a bad situation, and I'm honestly surprised they let him drive. And because of like the car had issues as well, and I don't know, I have to give it to Ocon though for offering to help him and get him out of that situation and be nice and walk him without it being as awkward and kind of embarrassing. But I do feel for him, and I definitely hope he's okay because that did not look good on his part, and I hope he's getting help with that.
Yeah. But just to be clear on that, that's two separate instances. He had the crash, which was 50G, where it brought out the medical car and a red flag.
Yeah.
And then after the race, which is what you're talking about, is where Esteban helped him get out of the car and walk over to get weighed and stuff. But yeah, honestly, so I heard that in the sim stuff that they were doing, Jack figured out that he could go into turn 1 with his DRS open. And that's what he did. But in doing so, you're turning the car and you're just going to lose it.
Yeah.
And and he didn't even attempt to close the DRS flap, so that gave him even more force to just keep going. I was like, oh, he didn't close his DRS. Why didn't he close his DRS? Well, it's because he thought he could make the turn with the DRS open.
It was just bad strategy overall for that situation, and it just didn't end well for them. I don't know. Alpine has not been doing great this season, personally, in my opinion. So, anyways, moving on to Hadjar and his incident during qualifying.
Just an incident.
Just an incident. Him getting in an uncomfortable situation. If you guys saw over the communications, and if you guys know what I'm referring to, you guys know what I'm referring to. And the fact he did that and still got, was it P7? It was very uncomfortable.
I'm telling you, I was watching that and I heard the radio and I was like, oh my gosh, he's not gonna make it through to Q2. There's no way, absolutely no way. This guy pulls out this flying lap, and I'm like, oh my gosh, never mind. I take back the words that I just said. And then like he was having the same problem in Q2, and I was like, nah, he can't do it back to back. Out of nowhere, bro comes from out of nowhere, launches himself into Q3, and there we go. Like,
honestly impressive for his situation. He used it as motivation
to get out of the car.
Yeah. And then we have our constructor standings. Like we said, there wasn't really much to talk about. It wasn't really eventful. We could talk about the Max and Lando.
Yeah, I thought that's where you were gonna head after that.
Yeah, I am. I'm here now. I watched that, and honestly, as a Lando fan, I was like, I gotta side with Max on this one. You tried to push it, and it landed you in the grass, and I'm just gonna say it. You tried, but it did not end well for you. It just, I don't know. That's my opinion. It wasn't a very smart call on the situation. But then again, like, what did you think about it?
Oh boy. So I have a couple things. Like, I swear he knows the whole, like
Featuring
every little detail you could possibly think of. I would bet that Max Verstappen knows. It's just crazy. How does he even, like, begin to think about that? Like, I would just be like, but I do agree with Max. Originally, I was like, there was enough room, but then I was like, okay, well, thinking about this, if we're doing this in a straight line, he technically doesn't have to leave him space because he's the one that's ahead. So, yeah, but I think it was a slower pit stop for McLaren too, if I'm not wrong. So that's also.
Did Max go in before Lando and then Lando followed? Or did Max come in? No, Max had to come in first because he was in first. So, yeah, that was a long McLaren a longer pit stop for them.
So McLaren strategy. I have some words here. First off, why did we pit Oscar first? Why? Why did we pit him first? I get if we're trying to cover off George, but he was no threat. Honestly, he was no threat to this race whatsoever.
Oh no.
But why did you not prioritize Lando there, knowing that Max still had to stop, and seeing where Oscar came out? Like, why would you not roll the dice there? I felt like McLaren's strategy did not take any risks. They played it way too safe, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
I'm just very confused as to why they decided to pit Lando and Max at the same time. Why did they call Lando into the pit lane? I don't get it. They should have let him stay out and take the lead and try and build the gap, because taking Max out and then Lando has clean air to run in. And the car has been proven to do well in clean air. Why did you not let him try and build the gap?
It was.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I'm agreeing with you. It was like bad calls. When they pitted Max and I saw Lando being pitted as well, I was like, why are we doing that? That's so stupid. Like, there's no time. Like, Max gets to his pit stop before McLaren does. So, of course, he has the chance to, like, move as fast as he can. So, of course, when he got out before McLaren did, that wasn't a surprise because he had the time. Lando had to get all the way down, pit, get everything changed as fast as possible to get in front of him, and that there's just no way unless Red Bull has a horrible pit.
Yeah, and not even that. On that particular instance, Charles was also coming into the pit, so Max was in, Charles came in, and they almost.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. But that also slowed Max down, which brought Lando into play. But it just
didn't work for their favor.
Yeah, but as for yeah,
it was just bad strategy. The race, there was nothing there. It was just a bad race for most of the teams, and I don't know. It was not one of my favorite races. I will say that.
No, and like Carlos came out and was like, "This is turning into not Monza, Monaco, because we can't overtake. Like the track's just too narrow." But my thing went away. Oh yes, the quote.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Sorry. The quote from Carlos is, "Suzuka has become a bit of a new Monaco." So
yeah.
That's great.
Suzuka honestly sucked, in my opinion. But I will say this. The only part that had me laughing so hard, like, I literally had to sit up. I was like, it was Alex Albon and his sassy little self going ham. Like, he was like, I am done. I am tired of this. You guys are the problem. Everything's being messed up. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, but why not pit earlier? Come on, guys.
Honestly, most of his points were valid. I was like, yeah, honestly, I get that. I respect that. You tell him. I'm kind of digging this sassy Alex. Like, go ahead. You tell them. Because, like, I feel like usually he's been more of, like, reserved. Like, I mean, he has his moments, but, like, that race, I have never seen him so sassy before in his life. I feel like every time he was on the radios, he was just letting them have it. And honestly, I respect it. He was a diva.
He was just a D1 hater, honestly.
Yeah. He was like, I've had enough. This is stupid. Anyways, okay, so now to our race results.
I have two things.
Okay.
So, Kimi got the fastest lap.
Oh, yes.
Even though they don't do points for fastest lap, I still think it's important to acknowledge that.
They're not doing.
Huh?
Yeah.
They took it away for this season.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But not only that, while we're talking about Kimi, he becomes the first driver to score points in their first 3 races since Lewis Hamilton. But not only that, sorry, I guess I have more than 2 points about Kimi Antonelli. He became the youngest driver ever to get the fastest lap and to lead the Grand Prix. He led for, I don't know, maybe like 10 laps at some point. But unfortunately, now he cannot break Max's record of being the youngest racer to win a race.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate. But he got the other 2, so.
He got something. Anyways, now to the race results. If you guys haven't figured it out by now, Max got first, Lando got second, Oscar got third. Yeah, to the Max fans out there, congrats. You got to win.
I mean, honestly, he deserved it with the tractor that he's driving now.
He put the work into it. Yeah, you gotta give it to him. Anyways, and then we have our constructor standings.
Oh, I was gonna go through the rest. But, 4th was Charles, 5th was George, 6th was Kimi, 7th was Lewis, 8th was Hadjar, Isaac, shout out. 9th was Alex, 10th was Ollie. Ollie picked up some points for Haas. Well, a point. But still, he picked up on a point on a weekend that they weren't expecting to get any. Then Fernando in 11th, Yuki in 12th. Yuki made up 2 places, so at least he was able to semi-do something. Yeah, but, then Pierre got 13th, Carlos 14th, Jack 15th, Nico in 16th, Liam in 17th, Esteban in 18th, Gabriel Bortoleto in 19th. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. And the one and only Lance Stroll, the only driver to get lapped in the entire Grand Prix this weekend, in 20th.
He's moving on. So then we have the constructor standings. We have McLaren at 111. Then we have Mercedes at 75, Red Bull at 61, Ferrari at 35, Williams at 19, Aston Martin at 10. Becca.
Hey, Becca.
Hold on. We have Racing Bull at 7, Sauber at 6, and Alpine at 0. Hold on 1 second.
Right.
Y'all, it's Mini Hank. What's your bug right up? This is my sister, my niece, and my other sister. Hey. When you get her McLaren, is it the McLaren? Well, I'm gonna get her the mini McLaren car. Okay. That is my triplet sisters and my niece. Okay, move on. So here are the driver standings. We have Lando at 62, Max at 61. Ooh, that is tight. We have Oscar at 49, George at 45, Kimi at 30, and then Charles at 20, Alex at 18, Lewis at 15, Esteban at 10, and Lance at 10. So
yes. So Oscar jumped George in the standings. That's literally the only update, and we're not gonna talk about the other drivers that aren't in the top 10 because it's just
pointless. When they get up here, we will talk about them. We're not going to leave them to the side. We will talk about them eventually. It's kind of pointless. Do you want to do the leaderboard stuff? Because you did it last week.
Sure, I can definitely do that. So as you all know, we have our leaderboard. Last week Julie was beating me by uno points. Well, she jumped me even more, and she jumped me by 2 points because she had Lando and Oscar in her top 3 podium, and I only had Oscar. So that puts Julie in the lead with 9 points, and I have 7 points. And now we will do our Bahrain preview. So we're going to Bahrain. This should be a good track for McLaren, so I'm feeling kind of good. But the first Grand Prix was in 2004. There are going to be 57 laps. The circuit length is 5.412 kilometers. The race distance is 308.238 kilometers. And the lap record is from 2005 by Pedro de la Rosa. It's 1:31.447. And then last year's race results was Max, Checo, and Carlos. 1, 2, 3. So there you have it.
Now I have to think about our decisions. Honestly, my picks have been pretty good, so I'm not going to stress it. I know I was getting flack for saying Lando in first. I saw that. And honestly, I'm winning. So leave me alone. I don't care. You can't blame me for respecting a guy who can race. But I mean, honestly, I might keep Max in the top 3 because I mean he did win last year, and I mean he has been doing pretty good. I would say Carlos, but I don't know. He has not been having good races, and
he's definitely not the lead Williams.
It's more Alex right now.
At this point in time, yeah.
I could say George, but I don't know. It's really hard because, like, I know McLarens have good pace, and I know this would be a good weekend for McLaren, but, like, you know what? I don't care what people say. I'm going to keep the 2 McLarens in the top. Sue me. Okay, so I'm going to say, I would say Oscar in first, but I don't know with the team and how they've been treating him lately. I'm going to say Oscar, Lando, Max. Go ahead, sue me.
Interesting. Alright, well...
It's me. None of them are gonna be the top. It's gonna screw me over.
Okay. That's not what I wanted. Hold on, give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second here.
She's actually doing research. I'm just vibing. I'm just finding the vibes.
Alright, listen.
I don't know. Kimi in first. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa. No. Doesn't have the experience yet. I will flop years. And I am gonna say that Lando's gonna win this. I hope. And then I'm going to pull a shocker out of my bag. And I'm gonna say George in second. And I'm finally getting on the double McLaren podium. And I'm putting Oscar in third.
Hey, I respect it.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, I forgot about that. And Frederick Vesti will be in George's car for FP1.
Oh, dang it. Dang it, dude.
I did wrong.
Dude. You know what? No. I don't care. Because you know what? Testing was in Bahrain. So I have faith that George doesn't need that much time on track here at Bahrain, because he did all those days of testing, and I feel okay. I feel okay. Let's put it that way. Hopefully, I didn't just screw myself over there.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our video, and if you did, please like it, and please comment your predictions, and let us know if you are winning with your friends, if you're playing with your friends, if you're playing with us. Please let us know, because we want to know if everyone's doing better than we are. And if anyone's beating me currently, which there probably is some people. So please let us know in the comments. Again, please subscribe, because we are trying to get to 500 subscribers by maybe this summer, please, because we might live stream. We might. And then post notifications, because we do have more videos coming out this week. I think we do have a Champions League video, so keep a lookout for that. And then check out our links down below. I'm going to say post notification. Links in the description below. We have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have Spotify, we have Twitter. I think I already said Twitter, but it's okay.
We have a lot. We have a lot.
We have a list. So please go check us out, and I hope you guys like the video.
And let us know if you want to join our Formula One Fantasy League that we have going here. Honestly, you can still join, because it's early on in the season that it's not going to make that much of a difference, because, you have multipliers that can easily boost your score up. I saw the global leaderboard the other day, and I was like, I have nowhere near as many points as these guys do. So, if you want to join it, let us know in the comments, and we will comment back the link to join our F1 Fantasy League. And then if enough of you comment about it, then maybe we'll just put it in the description for the video next week.